Good morning, vlog. So, today, day 5 na natin sa Chicago. Good morning, everybody. I have my Victoria's Secret na damit. Tapos ito, 3-in-1 coffee, Nescafe. Ayan, sabi dito, all I need is a little bit of coffee and a lot of Jesus. Ayan, guys. So, like I said, every day you always start with God. Ito yung journal ko. Nasa nasa 21 days na tayo. 21 days. Sabi dito is, are you content? Sabi, if you close your eyes, sabi dito, if you close your eyes, are you content what you have? Diba? Sabi nga. So, para sa akin, kung ano man meron ako ngayon, nagkapasalamat ako sa Diyos, diba, na meron ako. At meron akong share sa mga tao na mahal ko. Ganun lang yun, guys. Kung ano man meron ako, gusto ko rin i-share sa mga family ko, sa mga friend ko. Ayun. I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. So today, we are going to cruise ship. And then, pagkatapos niya, pupunta tayo sa Navy Pier. So, hopefully, it God's will, maganda yung weather today. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Now you all sort out seats for yourselves. As you earlier, there's a staircase leading to the lower deck.
Welcome aboard the Fort Dearborn, everyone. My name is Kelly. I'm your captain on this ride today. You also have your crew.
very successful, though much more subtle. This is by Ralph Johnson of Perkins and Will, the Boeing building, and I always call this the tallest train tunnel in the world. It actually sits directly over 6 parallel train tracks. So the building is built with a wall of foundations right here by the river, a wall of foundations the other side of the train tracks, and then in the middle of the building from ground level to street grade 29 is that elevated road Art Deco. Notice where their building sits, at least the main building, back from the river. Why? The train tracks that Ralph Johnson built over. They didn't have the technology in the 1920s to do that sort of trick. So they build their building behind the train. So a wall is built by the river. Girders are run from building to wall, and then a deck of concrete is poured or laid over of international style, and excellent examples of exactly why international style went out of fashion. A few years after Mies van der Rohe died, there was an American architect named Robert Venturi who very sarcastically commented, "Mies always said less is more. My response is less is more." I look at these two and I agree with them. I hate them. Now I love Mies van der Rohe buildings. These have never worked for me. It kept bothering me. What's wrong with them? And eventually it dawned on me it's the windows. Now we only saw one Mies building I mentioned to you earlier, and it was a quick look. But it may have taken in the fact that as you looked at it, your eye was drawn up the building. The windows were all vertical. The window mullions, the middle between vertical lines, so everything drew your eye up. Here, for some weird reason, Skidmore decided to use slightly horizontal windows. Not horizontal to create horizontal bands. That would have been clever. Just horizontal. But I got to test my theory a couple of years ago. I was doing a charter cruise for the art family design, and after they all had a really good laugh, one of them looked at me very calmly and said, "Clearly you never heard the old nickname for Skidmore Owings and Merrill. Back there banging out that kind of building, everyone was calling them Three Blind Mies." I felt vindicated. Now Skidmore could and does do great buildings. This little box coming up here is an amazing building. Bruce Graham was the architect, but the genius behind the building is Fazlur Rahman Khan, the structural engineer. It was built as a trading floor for commodities exchange. They cannot have any obstruction of view. So the building cross-bracing to hold the roof up, so you have this great open space. You may go, I've seen that X thing somewhere else in Chicago. Where was that again? Came out of structural steel. The Hancock, the old Hancock building, is 100 stories high. Building over here to our right-hand side, the old Chicago Central Post Office. 1930, Graham Anderson, Ropes and White, Art Deco. Big building, 2.7 million square feet of space, 2 blocks long, a block deep, about 18 stories high. To be 12 stories high. Repeated. And then when he gets to the solid mass of the building, which is nothing more than a blank concrete wall, he brings that striping across like he pulls a ribbon across to bring ornament. I want you to take one full day on the first weekend in August and go around your hometown really looking at buildings you've ignored for decades. You're going to find all sorts of fascinating things that you've never seen before. The architects are always talking to us. We just don't listen to them. Now, I kept wondering where Lester Knight might have gotten his inspiration from. And then one day it dawned on me. So any trains coming from New York have often said that we still are. If you were to go through Chicago today and start measuring all of the active railroad track lines within our city limits, you will find more railroad built over train tracks. If any of you have been over to London Park already, up to Anish Kapoor's sculpture, Cloud Gate, lovingly known as the Bean, you were over train tracks. We just built the park right over them. So there's Chicago itself is where an ethnic city with ethnic neighborhoods. I will make a joke. On the 103rd floor of the building, it's the highest observation deck within a building in the Western Hemisphere, and right now I believe the 4th highest observation deck within a building in the entire world. 103rd floor. On a clear day, your view is 15 miles in any direction. Phenomenal view. Classy apartment building, which takes out the south view of
Umulan sa sa trip namin. So ito, yung menu. Nandito kami ngayon sa York, sa Chicago. So ang lakas ng ulan. So famous siya dito breakfast breakfast and lunch sa Chicago. So, tignan nyo, daming tao. So, so within lang, ano siya, within the city. Yun, sa isa. So, you must try this kung pupunta kayo sa Chicago, York. So, tignan natin, iskan natin yung ano. Iskan natin yung ano. Let's scan the menu. Ito. Alam niyo naman, uso na dito iskan. Ayan, iskan lang natin siya. Oh, yan na. O, diba? Isa pa. Iskan natin siya. Ayan, iskan. Ayan. Ayan siya, York. Ayan. Yan ang page. Tapos ito yung mga menu. Basahin natin. So, York. Ito siya, York. Meron siyang coffee, cafe, tea, juice. Tapos meron siyang caramel latte. Ayan, chocolate peanut cup, pistachio latte. Tapos ito yung mga ano niya. Eggs, omelette, build your own, scrambled egg, avocado toast. Yan yung mga, ito yung mga menu nila. Nutella crepes, red velvet French toast, Benedict. Ayan, masarap din yan, Benedict. Ayan, kain tayo. Ayan, protein and egg, oatmeal and yogurt. So, may burgers, may sandwich, at saka salad. Ayan. York. So, sikat yan dito, guys. York. Okay, ito yung ating breakfast. Pork, omelette, may ayan siya, cheese, sausage, ham. Tapos ito yung grits. Tsaka pancake. Hello vlog! Pabalik na kami ngayon. Yun, natapos na aming cruise ship. It's raining there. Pupunta naman kami sa ano. Where we go? Gangster? Gangster show. Gangster show. Mag-apply ako, guys. Bagong member nila. Yan. So, I'll see you later, guys. This is the holy water, guys. Yan. Holy yan, guys. Joke lang. Hindi ko alam kung ano tawag dito, guys.
Stay there. Hey.
Yes!
It's a pretty neat course. You know, a lot of people can't get past it. And actually, the wife and I, we had 125 heads from the trail. It's our Mark, Sherry, Church.
So, ito na yung limousine, guys. Sasakyan natin. Pupunta tayo sa mga crime tours ng mga gangster dito sa Chicago. Kung saan yung mga lugar na marami silang pinatay, doon natin pupuntahan. Yan, ito yung bus. Tapos itutour nila tayo. Sakay na tayo sa limousine. Limousine. Yan, first time ako nakasakay ng limousine.
You want the window?
Yes! Here.
Go for it.
Alright. Dito tayo. Yan! Wow! Ito. Chicago. Stores, yeah. So, this is the limousine.